Hi everyone. So, what are you guys most afraid of in this world? You know, might be getting murdered. It might be getting kidnapped or seeing someone super creepy looking outside your bedroom window, right? Something like that. Or it could be, for some, it could be um, the fear of someone else stealing their invention. Like me, I have a lot of them. So I post them all up on Facebook where they're protected and secured because they're poor man patents. No need to worry about the rich going in and stealing your idea. No need for someone to blackmail you and say, we looked at your patent that you submitted here, but we noticed that someone else submitted the same one in fucking China or another country. Like, that's a bunch of bullshit. You know? So, that's what a lot of people have to deal with. Right. A lot of people have to deal with that. So, with the poor man patent, no one could fuck with the ideas. Even if they want to. And this protects all the children in the world as well. From thieves. From sharks. There's a lot of sharks out there. Ready to... I mean, it's fine, if we all make a small cut. If we all make... we all share the same fucking pie. And some people get, different slices. So you get a piece of the pie. It's fine. But for the inventor, a lot. That's the most scariest thing is, having your idea stolen. And I know that's the case for me. And I'm sure that's the case for a lot of you out there. Coffee Mate. This Coffee Mate creamer hazelnut is delicious. Cheers, mates. Delicious. Delicioso. So, yeah. So, if you guys go check out my page, Invent or Don't Invent on Facebook, I have a lot of poor man patents on there. And, the great thing about an invention is that it can always be perfected, So, don't let yourself hinder yourself from growth. You could look at an idea and you could perfect that idea. You could add upon it, like a vehicle. Just imagine how it first was back in the day and what it is now. So, like, which vehicle out there has a fucking swimming pool? Think outside of the box. Which vehicle out there has a nail soothing cleaning machine within it. So, you're going on a, or even an airplane, right? You're going on a long trip. Like, fuck, this is going to take a long time. Well, what can you do with those hours? Well, for some of you, you could kick your legs in hot, jacuzzi of essential oils and warm water while you're driving. And they can be powered by the vehicle. I don't know. You got to think outside the box. Right? Nothing's impossible. Nothing is impossible, y'all. So yeah, inventions. Man, God was so creative. He came up with the best invention ever. Pussy. Oh my God. Jesus. Wow. He knew what the fuck he was doing, that's for sure. And then he invented my dick. And these bitches want to act like they don't want the dick. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you hoes? No, it's not the dick that they want. It's the money. Why do you think you stupid motherfuckers are so angry at me? Or why you people out there are wondering why Francisco is so upset? Because a lot of people out there are trying to steal my ideas. That's why. And I'm trying to make money so I can have all the hoes upon me. That's why. Like Yo Moneybag said in his rap song, can't get these hoes off me. These hoes are trying to, or are upon me. Something like that. They're like fleas. I can't get them off me. Because he has money. All this, because he's like, all this money has all these hoes all upon me. Can't get them off me. You see? So I've been wondering, well, we're all the same. So yeah, obviously it's the money. It's the money. Without the money, no action. With money, a lot of action. So that's why I have to protect my assets, my ideas. And that's why I'm here to protect yours. Let's all thank God for Facebook. Facebook. The most holiest website out there for the whole kingdom of the world. Earth. Like, what would we do without Facebook? Praise God for Facebook. Thank God for legal lawyers, that can back this up as well and rule in our favor for poor man patents. And the crowd goes, yeah, fuck yeah. Because there's a lot of sharks out there. And they're ready to just devour us. Like the movie Finding Nemo, the little girl and the dentist. I'm a piranha. I thought that was so awesome. So cute. Anyways. Inventions. They're all around us. As a matter of fact, my friend wants me to install these closet things. In his house. So the closet things. This one over here. So he wants me to install that. And then like my bedroom one, my bedroom is the best. With all my president clothing. Brand new, by the way. All of it. All of it is brand new. My aunt gave me that. Polo. Ralph Lauren. Blue. Anyways. My iMac case. See all these inventions? Who knows what's back there? And then obviously, there's the master bedroom closet. And it's the same layout. Nothing special in there. So, I have to do that. Part of the house building stuff at Blue Sky, Bella Vista, California. And yeah, we're getting a lot done. I believe that God is going to start giving people dreams. Like the Bible said, dreams upon dreams, inventions upon inventions. God's going to open up our spiritual eyes. And we're going to be able to see things that we can bring from that spiritual vision down to earth. Literally. Not this wannabe imaginary image of something. I'm talking about something real that we can apply here on earth. And we need that. I don't know what that is. Like Kat Kerr in like Revealing Heaven, her book, Revealing Heaven. heaven. She talks about like going to heaven and experiences in heaven. And she said there's like amusement parks where there's roller coasters and like they go off the tracks and then they land somewhere down the line back on the tracks. That's not impossible. It could be done here on Earth. It would just require a bunch of electricity to launch one object to another um, area, and that can be redirected. If it's veering off this way, the electrical poles can pull it back, so it can go back on track. It's not impossible. See, so there's a lot of stuff that that people, even if they're not Christians, like they see stuff and they talk about it. It might not make sense. It might seem like fantasy out of this world. Kind of like our cell phones, our smartphones. I mean, not that long ago, we couldn't watch television on a freaking phone. We couldn't watch movies on a phone. And then upon other things, like all the other stuff that the phones have. So that's literally something brought down from heaven to earth. I thought about another idea. Well, I already uploaded a long time ago as I was working on Ken's house. And it was about like this artificial building structure video game with like laser tag weapons with goggles, so people can play and practice shooting. It's also, I don't know, it's also great for the military in a lot of ways. And I think I think I'm able to talk about this freely. But like even when before they went out to Iraq, I think it was Iraq, um, to assassinate or to capture the guy that was involved with the Twin Towers, the 9/11 event or tragedy. They went out there, but before they went out there, they had the whole thing laid out. They had a prototype here or somewhere, and they were practicing within that artificial layout plot thing. So when they landed, they were prepared. They knew exactly where to go. They knew the ins and outs about the whole place. They, they had everything under control, right? So it's the same thing with like this other idea, but I kept the PG in the video, and I was just talking about like a video game and fantasy type of stuff. which is great. You know, like no one needs to know anything more, you know, more classified type of um, ideas, you know, except for those that um, need it for the greater good of humanity, you know. So that was another idea I uploaded. It's an awesome idea, by the way, if I may say so myself. And then the sun visor one, my poor man pan. Well, they're all poor man pans, but I just need someone to help me. I need someone. Like I don't know what to do. Like I did the poor man patent. I uploaded it. I spoke about it. I did some doodling on the computer to illustrate what it would do or whatever, how it will function. Um, Simple concept. You know, it's like any other invention in the world. Once you see it, you're like, oh, cool. You know, it's straightforward. It's simple. It's not rocket science. It's not, you know, a long mathematical equation or question or solution that you have to remember. It's just common sense once you see it, like, oh, okay, cool. Right? So a lot of people can take that and take the liberty to pan it themselves and stuff like that. So I did research and stuff like that. I just don't know what to do from this point on. And I'm thinking about writing a buddy of mine that's a lifer in prison. His name is Corey. And well, honestly, the only reason I would reach out to him is because he knows like legal stuff. You know, he's very smart in that aspect. I guess I could always find someone, but someone else. But I did time with him. You know, not that I wanted to, but that's where fate took me into the jaws of fucking prison for a season. And like Noah getting spit out by the fucking whale. Never try to cross the ocean again, Noah. And it swam away. But that's a whole different story, you know? But that's exactly what happened. And yeah, I just feel like writing him and telling him about this new idea I have. But here comes the expenses. Well, we got to do this, we got to do that. Like, oh my god. Like I thought that's why we had the internet to simplify all the back and forth, all the legwork. Like, come on. I just want my royalty check flowing in like a wave, like a tidal wave. Like, fuck, give me a break. I just want to sit back and enjoy this. Call it early retirement. Call it what you want to call it. Shit, no one gives a fuck. But once I do, I have other ideas. And you guys all know about them. You guys know all about them. And I'm not planning on smoking or drinking. I want to better my life and give and offer hope to the masses. And then I want to evaluate different inventions like an investor would do, or hire someone to look at some ideas that would be like revolutionary or some shit. Or I could even take the time to look at some, or whatever submitted, because I like paying attention to detail, especially like on drawings and stuff. I like paying attention to detail. And sometimes, like, especially like a child's, like a kid's drawing, because their communication levels might not be fully developed, or they might have an idea but not be able to express it entirely in its entirety. So by having drawings, it can say more than words. Like they say, one picture it's like 1,000,000 words or some shit like that. I don't know. But yeah. That's what the fuck I would do. Right here, sitting down. That whole wall right there would be my fucking computer system. Be chilling right here. This would be my fucking office chair. This fucking couch. I'd just be looking up. Getting shit done. And the awesome thing about all these people is that it doesn't end there. There's a million different inventions. And all it requires is one out of a million. That's you focusing on one invention and adding upon it. Like, take for example the ring, the doorbell ringer thing. They made it digital. They made it they added a camera on it with a sensor. It connects to the app for the phones. The doorknob, the same thing. What about the hinges? 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 Like, so many people want to focus on one thing or what other people are focused on. But you have to be creative and you have to use your own imagination. And ooh, that took the air out of me. I almost went extinct. But anyway, you have to use your own imagination, you know? You have to use your own imagination. Like, I thought of another poor man invention was or is a toothbrush, but without those, you know, fibers. I guess I can show you guys. It's like a freaking broom. It's like this. Like, that's what that is. It's a broom. Like, nope. It should be like this. Like these face scrubs that I bought. These facial scrubbers, April bath and shower, compresses, exfoliates, pour le visage, whatever. Deeply cleans and massages. So you see all those little fibers? That's exactly what I'm talking about for the toothbrush. It should be like this. I think because, see, rubber is used in sluice boxes to collect gold. And Ken's neighbor in Riverside, Jeff, he took me. We went to San Gabriel Mountains and we went gold panning. And I was thinking about all these gold, ideas and the rubber, because there's rubber mats that you put before you start sluicing, and the rubber grips